鬱だ。
終わりだ。もう一回本気使ったらこのガキは動けなくなるぜ。やって。
Since today's anime podium consists of 3 new titles, let's start with a quote from one of the latest hits from Shonen Jump magazine, which took the bronze medal this week. Magic can solve many problems, but it can also create just as many. This phrase perfectly reflects the themes of Witch Watch, such as friendship and personal growth. Good evening, my friends. Without further ado, let's jump into the first part of our weekly news segment, What's New with the News. You already know what's coming. Anime and manga. In the anime section, we have a well-rounded podium, with the first place title shaping up to be one of the biggest anime of the year. There are also some adaptation announcements, including one related to Alice in Wonderland, another based on a video game, and 2 where romance is in the air. In the manga section, Square Enix takes the spotlight with 3 big news pieces today, one involving Black Butler and another related to The Apothecary Diaries. And of course, we can't forget Mobile Suit Gundam, which, one way or another, always finds its way into our videos. We hope you're convinced to stick around until the end. YouTube, what about you? This weekend, some heavy hitters are dropping, like MHA Vigilantes, the 3rd season of Fire Force, and even Lazarus. While you decide what to watch next, why not start with this video?
Bang.
Let's start with something everyone loves, a love story. The anime adaptation of With You, Our Love Will Make It Through, has revealed a teaser, additional cast, and main staff. The series will be co-directed by Shin Itagaki and Hiromi Kimura at Studio Millipensi, with a scheduled premiere in the fall. Manaka Iwami and Takuya Eguchi lead the cast, voicing Mari and the beast folk Hidaka Tsunagu. The story follows the relationship between Mari and Tsunagu, exploring prejudices and emotions as they grow closer. Continuing with a fan-favorite genre, isekai. The anime, The Dark History of the Reincarnated Villainess, will premiere in fall 2025 on TV Tokyo and BS11. Hiroaki Sakurai directs the series at Studio Dean, with Mitsutaka Hirota supervising the scripts and Ryuichi Takada composing the music. The cast includes Yoshino Aoyama, MAO, Shohei Komatsu, and Makoto Furukawa. The opening theme will be performed by Key-D Phenomenon from Exile Tribe.
あなたの黒歴史と向き合うのよ
Now for a title that was announced as a surprise. The anime Kakushite, Makina-san, premieres on April 6th on Tokyo MX, with both censored and uncensored versions available on Anime Festa. The series features theme songs by Sarina Kazuki and Brave Mental Orchestra. The story follows Eita, an introverted mecha fan who discovers that the popular Makina is a sexaroid and needs his discreet help for repairs. As Makina advances toward him, Eita struggles to restrain himself and keep her secret. A classic adapted into this format. What's Not to Love? The movie Fushigi no Kuni de Alice 2 Dive in Wonderland premieres on August 29th and is announced as the first Japanese theatrical adaptation of Alice in Wonderland. The story follows Rise, a modern-day girl who ends up in Wonderland and meets Alice. Directed by Toshiya Shinohara and written by Yuko Kakihara, the film is produced by PA Works. Alice in Wonderland has inspired various adaptations, including a 1983 anime.
みんなと同じようにやってんのにうまくいかないんだよね
これから旅に出ていただきます。
We couldn't forget a title based on a video game. The anime Gnosia, based on the sci-fi social deduction game by Petit Depoto, premieres in October. The series is directed by Kazuya Ichikawa at Studio Demerica, with Juki Hanada supervising the scripts and Hideyuki Fukasawa composing the music. The cast includes Hiroki Nanami, Ikumi Hasegawa, Chika Anzai, Akari Kito, and Asami Seto. The game was originally released for PlayStation Vita in 2019 and later ported to Nintendo Switch. We're halfway through the segment, so let's go with a story about adolescence. The manga Tune In to the Midnight Heart will receive an anime adaptation in 2026, as announced by NBC Universal. The story follows Arisu Yamabuki, who searches for the mysterious radio host Apollo, whose voice comforted him at night. His investigation leads him to the school's broadcasting club, where he meets 4 girls with dreams in the voice industry. The manga, launched in 2023, will have its first English edition published in 2025. Continuing with a touch of romance, the manga Inexpressive Kashiwada and Expressive Uta will be adapted into an anime later this year, directed by Tomohiro Kamitani at Studio Polon. The story follows Kashiwada, a girl who never shows expressions, and Uta, who always tries to surprise her but fails, creating an amusing dynamic. The cast includes Akane Fujita, Kyuhei Natsume, and Yuya Hirose. The series promises a lighthearted romantic comedy set in everyday school life.
何か仕掛けてきそうな顔してたから。
俺は顔に出るって言いたいのかこの野郎。
Women take the spotlight this week. The manga Botan Kamina, Her Drunken Appearance is Like a Lily Flower, will receive an anime adaptation, announced with an official website and a concept movie. The series will be directed by Takashi Sakuma at Studio Swine, with Yoko Yonayama in charge of the scripts. The story follows Botan Kamina, a 20-year-old university student who, when drunk, becomes more daring and says surprising things. The anime will feature an experienced animation team. Before this week's podium, something for younger audiences. The manga Chikuwa Senki Ore no Kawaii Chikyu Shinryaku will be adapted into an anime, premiering on April 8th on TV Kanagawa and streaming in Japan. The story follows Chikuwa, a Shiba Inu dog who is actually an alien spy infiltrating Earth for a future invasion. The anime will be directed by Satoshi Mizuno at Imagica Infos and Imageworks Studio, with Tomokazu Sugita voicing Chikuwa.
ちくわ戦記俺の可愛いで地球侵略俺の名前
Taking third place on the podium with the bronze medal is a recent success from Shonen Jump magazine. The anime Witch Watch premieres in Japan on April 6th, airing for 2 cours on MBS, TBS, and 26 affiliated channels. The band AU performs the ending theme Maho Spice, revealed in the second promotional video. The anime will be streamed globally on platforms such as Crunchyroll, Netflix, and Hulu. Before its premiere, G-Kids will screen the first 3 episodes in North American theaters, with screenings also planned in Asia and Europe.
ニコは人を助けられる立派な魔女になりたいの。
With the silver medal in second place, another exciting title for April. The anime From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman premieres on April 5th on TV Asahi and BS Asahi, with an exclusive global stream on Amazon Prime Video on April 6th. The opening theme, Heroes, is performed by Takanori Nishikawa, while the band Flow sings the ending song, All Right. The third promotional video has been revealed, and the first 2 episodes will have a world premiere screening in Tokyo on March 30th.
先生
立派に育ってくれてありがとう
Taking the gold medal in first place, a highly anticipated adaptation. The anime Gachiakuta premieres in July 2025 and will be streamed exclusively on Crunchyroll, produced by Studio Bones Film. The story follows Rudo, a young man from the slums of a floating city who is falsely accused of murder and exiled into the abyss, where he faces monsters born from trash. To survive and seek revenge, he must master a new power and join the cleaners.
お前らを人間を全員ぶっ殺す！
We start with one of the most well-known franchises of all time. The Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt manga will go on hiatus on April 11th and return on June 13th. Yasuo Otagaki's work is entering its final arc, with the 26th compiled volume set for release on May 29th. The story takes place during the one-year war in UC-0079, focusing on the battle between Zeon and Earth Federation pilots in the treacherous Thunderbolt sector. Continuing with a return after 10 years of waiting. The Kodocha, Sana's stage manga, received a new one-shot after 10 years, published by Hot Pepper Beauty. In the story, Sana Kurata, now in high school, considers changing her look to refresh her career. Kodocha, originally serialized between 1994 and 1998, won the Kodansha Manga Award and was adapted into an anime. The series follows young actress Sana and the troubled Akito Hayama. Of course, we had to include a brand new story. Monthly G Fantasy announced that Ikuno Tajima will launch the manga Lulu no Hell House on April 18th, featuring a color opening page. The story follows a workaholic real estate agent dealing with a haunted house. Tajima also created Victoria's Electric Coffin, published between 2021 and 2022. Square Enix released the third volume of that manga in English in October 2024. Continuing with Square Enix and a franchise everyone knows, Yana Toboso's Black Butler manga will return from its hiatus on April 18th, after pausing since June 2024 for research and preparation for the story's climax. The series, launched in 2006, has already published 34 volumes. The new anime adaptation, Black Butler, Emerald Witch Arc, will premiere in Japan on April 5th. Square Enix is on fire this week. The Apothecary Diaries franchise is getting a new manga spin-off, Kusuriya no Hitorigoto Gaiden, Shaolan Kaisoroku, which launched on March 30th on Square Enix's Manga UP website. Drawn by Itsuki Nanao, the manga focuses on Xiaolan, a maid in the Imperial Palace and a friend of Mao Mao. The story expands the universe of the original series, which follows Mao Mao, a highly intelligent young woman with extensive medical knowledge, forced to serve in the Imperial harem as a poison tester. And we're ending with another spin-off. The Haikyubu manga, a spin-off of Haikyuu, published its final chapter on Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus website. Launched in 2019 by Kyohei Miyajima, the manga is a comedy focusing on the rival schools from the main series. The 14th and final compiled volume will be released in the fall. The original Haikyuu manga by Haruichi Furudate was serialized from 2011 to 2020, totaling 45 volumes.
姉さん、薬屋連れてきた。早く。この匂い。薬屋さん、とりあえず吐かせたけど。まだだ。
To wrap things up, let's do something different. We'll end with a quote from one of the manga titles that stood out this week. Fear is necessary for humans. Without it, we cannot distinguish good from evil. Spoken by Sebastian Michaelis in Black Butler, this line perfectly showcases his truly demonic nature. And you, what did you enjoy the most? In the anime section, we had our usual podium, featuring Gachiakuta with its non-stop action, and from old Bumpkin to Master Swordsman, packed with philosophical depth. We also had two romance series, Gnosia, a sci-fi anime based on a video game, and Isekai, obviously. And of course, we can't forget Witch Watch, a major hit from the most important magazine in the anime and manga world. As for manga, we had Black Butler, which is coming back from a hiatus, two spin-offs, one for Haikyuu and another for the Apothecary Diaries, and of course a story set in the Mobile Suit Gundam universe, home to the most famous mechas in the world. leave a comment, smash that virtual like button, share the video on your social media and with your friends. Have an amazing Sunday. And if you already miss us, don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow for part 2. See you tomorrow, everyone.